guys! Hello, good day. So our discussion for TLE 10 cookery is all about cereals and starches. So first, let us differentiate what is cereal and what is starch. So cereal is any grain or starchy pod that is used as food. So these are the foods that are very that has starch. The examples of this are rice, wheat, and corn. And the other hand, the starches exist in the main component of cereals and tubers, for it plays an apparent role in order to achieve the desired viscosity in different food products like sauces, pie, fillings, gravies, and puddings. So, the starches came from the cereals. Yan, no? The starches came from the cereals, and it will add viscosity. Ano yung viscosity? It serves as the thickening, no, agent in the food. Yan. Tingnan nga natin kung tama ako. Tingnan natin sa Google. Google, when we say, ayan, viscosity, it is the state of being thick, sticky, or semi-fluid in consistency due to internal friction. So, yan ha. So, pag yung cereals dinurog natin, usually, meron siyang parang malagkit doon, di ba? And it will add thickness to the food. Yan. So, balik tayo sa discussion natin. Let's move now. Where to find starch? Saan nga ba nakukuha yung starch? Have you tried picking a leaf into a plant? May makikita ka dong tawag nito dagta. Ayan, dagta sa tawag nito sa halaman. And that is what we call starch. Yan. As the second most abundant organic substance on earth, starch is found in all forms of leafy green plants located in the roots, fruits, or grains, and source of up to 80% of calories worldwide. Yan. So, sa plant talaga sila na kukuha. Seed roots and tubers are the parts of the plant where starches are mostly stored. So, doon daw nakukuha sa part ng plants na yan. And the most common sources of food starch are cereal grains such as corn, wheat, rice grains, sorghum, and oats. Legumes such as black-eyed peas, chickpeas, beans, and lentils, and roots or tubers such as potato, sweet potato, arrowroot, and tropical cassava plant, which is marketed as tapioca corn, potato, and tapioca cassava are the common source of manufactured food starch. So those are the examples of most common foods that we can get starch. Next one. So there are different sources of starches. The food starches depend on its source, or these are, so the different source of starch are: one, native or natural starch; the second one is the modified starch, the purified starches, and the waxy starches. What are the difference between the four? So, when we say native or natural starch, it is originally derived from its plant source. So, galing talaga siya sa plant o doon sa halaman. And it is made up of two molecules, amylose, that contributes gelling or gelatinization, yung parang ang tawag nito, nagdidikit-dikit, 'di ba? Kapag gelatin, characteristics to cooked and cooled starch mixtures, and an amylopectin that contributes cohesion, viscosity, or thickening properties when a starch mixture is cooked in the presence of water. So, yan. Meron dalawa, no? Na characteristic ang natural starch? Amylose and amylopectin. Amylopectin. Ayan. So, the next one. Um, Kapag sinabi mong native or natural came from the plant. When we say modified starch are starches that have been altered physically or chemically to modify one or more of its key chemicals or physical properties. So, it has physical or chemical things that being used to have the starch. Yeah. So, the next one is the purified starch. When we say purified starch, may be separated from grains or tubers by a process called wet milling. So, there is the process that undergoes, no, yung grains and tubers para magkaroon ng purified starch. This procedure employs various techniques of grinding, screening, and centrifuging to separate the starch from fiber, oil, and protein. So, para siyang dinudurog, yung ganon. Meron siyang process na ina-undergo bago makuha yung starch. That is when we classify the starch as purified starch. Then, waxy starch, derived from some natural strains of barley, corn, rice, and sorghum. There is an absence of amylose. Amylose, yung ano to? Yung para sa gelatin. Yan. So, pinahirapan ko pa no? So, yun. Waxy starch. Wala siyang amylose. Sabi dito, ang amylose ay contributes gelling or yung gelatinization nga nung pagkain. Wala siya nun. So, hindi siya magbubuo-buo. No? Hindi siya magbubuo-buo. Then, the quality characteristic of the starch itself depend upon which role or function it will be used. Starches like potato starch and modified starch are added to processed meats. Yung mga processed meats, yung mga hot dogs, sausages, luncheon meats, hindi lang sila pure meat. Nilalagyan din sila ng mga starch to tawag nito para magdikit-dikit sila. Yan. So, next one, cereals. Yan. We have now the cereals. We are done about the starches and now we are entering the cereals. Entering talaga. Cereals comes from any grains, are very valuable and can contribute a great deal to our health. Okay? So, cereals can contribute to our health. Okay? So, all about cereals, there are 3 servings of cereals. Yan, no? Cereals, processed food that can be included in our daily food servings are, the first one is the whole grain. What is the whole grain? Cereals which contains natural proportions of bran, germ, and endosperm. Ayan. Sige, tingnan natin yon ha. Okay, so welcome back again. Okay, so this is the, tawag nito, what we call bran, endosperm, and germ. Yan. So, ito pala ay yung parang, ang tawag nito, parts of the cereal. When we say bran, it is the fiber-filled outer layer with B vitamins and cereals. So, kagaya na sinabi ko kanina sa inyo, the cereals can contribute to our health. So, the bran, or yung pinaka-outer cover niya, it has vitamin B and minerals. While the endosperm, yan yung pinakamalaking parte ng cereal, starchy carbohydrates, middle layer, and with some proteins and vitamins. So, it has proteins and vitamins. Siya ang nasa middle layer ng ating grain or ng ating cereal. Then, the germ, the germ is the nutrient-packed core with B vitamins, vitamin E, phytochemicals, and healthy fats. So, yung nandoon sa pinakagitna is what we call germ. So, when we have the parts of the grain, it is the bran, endosperm, and the germ. Okay? Gets, guys? Okay? Okay, so let's move now to the next one, which is the enriched cereals. What is what we call enriched? That are the excellent source of thiamine, niacin, riboflavin, and iron. So those are the minerals that we can get in the enriched cereals. Then the next one is the restored cereals. That is made from either the entire grain or portions of one or more grains to which there have been added sufficient amount of thiamine, niacin, and iron to attain the accepted whole grains level for of these three nutrients found in the original grain from which the cereal is prepared. So, pinagsasama-sama yung mga tawag na to, yung different nutrients na yan to attain the restored cereals. Okay? Pwede mong tanggalin yung ibang parts ng cereals just to have those three nutrients. And that's what we call restored cereals. Okay? Medyo mabilis ba? Okay, pakibalikan na lang kung medyo mabilis. So, the whole grain, it has bran, germ, and endosperm. The whole grain. Yung isa lang, no? Sorry, my dog. Wait lang. Okay, resume na tayo. Pagpasensyahan yung aso. And when we have the enriched cereals, there are 4 nutrients that we can found on it. And restored cereals, 3 nutrients. Let's move now to the next one. Noodles and pasta, which is basically starchy food, has its physiological function that depends on its starch and other constituents. So the pasta and noodles are also foods which are rich in starch, no? And then it contains other fibers and some proteins and fats as well. Dried noodles and pasta usually used in preparing starch and cereal dishes are macaroni, maki, spaghetti, ayan. So, those are the examples of noodles that we can found starch or can be classified as starchy food. Starchy food. Okay, let's move now to the next one. Things to remember. So, this is the generalization or the things that we should remember on this lesson. Cereals is any grain, 'di ba? Yung pinakabuo, no, is what we call cereal. It is any grain or starchy pod that is used as food. While starches exist as the main component of cereals and tubers, for it plays an apparent role in order to achieve the desired viscosity in different food products like sauces, pie, fillings, gravies, and pudding. So starch came from the cereal, no? Pag dinurog-durog na yung cereal, we can excrete starch on it. Amylose, this is gelling or gelatization, yung pagbubuo-buo, no, nung ating starch. And noodles and pasta, which is basically starchy food or classified as a starchy food. So that is our topic for today, all about cereals and starches. I hope you learned something today. Okay, be safe. God bless. Bye.